Oz is an international designer. Her designs span from luxurious yachts to stunning homes all over the world. Get ready for a dose of inspiration as we delve into Oz's story of creativity, challenges, and triumph in the design world. Welcome to Successfou, where we uncover extraordinary journeys of remarkable individuals. I'm Jennifer Devine, and today we are joined by Oz Lancaster. So Oz Lancaster, welcome to the Successful podcast.
Thank you for having me.
It's so nice to have you here. I've just been looking forward to it all week, and the more I've researched you, the more I have been wowed and in awe, and I feel like I'm in the presence of greatness, like really. So at 3, artists just came to the house or the town and saw you doodling on bread.
On bread and in the hallways. So
Everywhere?
the house was covered with drawings. I was only 3. I discovered my pencils and pens, called them Yabitem. I named them myself. I don't know why. Started drawing.
You gave them their own names.
Their own names. And this artist came to my mom. I think my mom was having just coffees with some ladies, and she came around and she said, this lady, this little girl is very talented. Do you want to start private lessons? Don't let this talent to go to waste. Wow. And then my mom on that time decided to send me the private lessons, which everybody thought she was crazy.
Because you were 3.
I was just 3. Private lessons in art when you're 3.
But I love that your mom believed in you at such, I mean, we all believe in our children. As we pull out your story, I love who your parents were for you.
Oh,
I mean,
yes.
I hope for every human on this planet that they find people in their lives, if not their parents, who believe in them as much and who inspire and say, I have your back and we'll catch you if you fall. I mean,
Absolutely.
It literally brought me to tears reading some of these things. Happy tears.
I couldn't agree with you more.
So lucky. So then at 7, you saw your first architectural digest and you said, that's what I want to do.
I think we were in the doctor's kind of waiting area, and I found this AD. I was only 7, and I thought I was just going through it. And I remember reading interior design, and I said, what does that mean? So my mom explained to me, it's just you do the design of the interiors. That was it for me. I knew that's what I wanted to do. That was it. That was my first architectural digest, AD. That was the first time I understood what interior design means, what is it? And we didn't have, I grew up in Cyprus. When I was growing up, we didn't have anything. So interior design concept didn't exist.
So people just did their own decoration and...
Well, absolutely. I was born in 1980. So 74 was the war. After the war, 6 years later, I came along. So people were not fighting, but they were struggling for their food. They are struggling for jobs. Where are they going to find the next month's salary?
Yeah, they're just there to survive.
Not to think about interior design. That wasn't such a concept whatsoever.
So what did your mom do?
I started my private lessons with this artist, Özden, and I ended up going to her till I was 18, 19.
And she would just teach you art? And
she was teaching me everything. Every week I was there. Every week we were painting, and she taught me how to do freehand sketching. So till to this date, I sketch. That's how I communicate with everybody. If my mother tongue fails, I sketch. If my English fails, I sketch. If I can't communicate, I sketch. I always sketch, and that's when the ideas come. Your hand shouldn't stop. You sketch. Whether you're creating an artwork, whether you're creating a logo, whether you're creating an interior design scheme, you sketch. So from the age of 3, I carried on 18, 19.
So when you say I sketch, you can just think something and then it clearly translates right to the paper through your hand?
Yes. For the interiors, yes, because I can see. As soon as I walk in, I see what I can create.
See, I can think something, but I have no ability to get it down through. I can't even draw a stick man.
But you can really train that. The more you train, it's very much like languages. If you don't use your language, you forget.
I'm pretty sure there's no skill anywhere. I mean, I've tried. I like to think of myself as a creative person, but I don't have the ability to express it through my hands. I can express it in other ways.
Yeah.
So then you basically held on to this dream. It just never left you. And then you went on to university and you studied architecture and design, interior design.
Absolutely.
You got your MBA.
So I lied to my parents, actually. I did lie to them a lot.
In what way?
Because my father said to me, you're not going to be an interior designer. Be sensible. Do architecture. And I said, yeah. I'm going to apply for architecture. So we were going to put architecture first.
Yeah.
I think the second one was going to be industrial engineering or interior design. And then you have the interior design. But you apply twice. So the first one is when you're applying to the university, you get your personal statements, you get your grades together, and then your choices. You go to the exam. The second stage is you go to the exam. And I went to the exam and I changed everything. I said interior design first. And I didn't tell them till I was in my last year.
Oh, so they had
So
no
they
idea.
they always thought that I got into my second choice.
Oh, I see.
But it was my first choice.
And so do you think your father said that because he didn't think it was a path to making a lot of money and having a sensible income?
Again, growing up in Cyprus, you don't have any examples in front of you.
So you were really leading a path of the
Very
unknown
niche,
for him.
Very unknown, very niche. We didn't know where it was going to go.
So why'd you stick with it? Did you ever think, wait, eventually I'm going to have to grow up and make a living? Or do you think I love
No.
this no matter what? This is what I want to do.
I never started this for money, for success, for recognition. I only started because I'm good at it. I stick with it because that's the only thing I know. The older that you get, you realize the passion that you have for this. Actually, the passion for life. So you can throw at me anything. If I decide to do it, 110% I do it. If I don't do it, I literally 0% I give to that thing. 0. Not gonna look at it. But anything that interests me, I'm gonna be there. So we're going back to my father. Both my mom and my father and my aunt and my uncle, everybody said to me, at least study architecture. At least study architecture. Because we didn't have any examples in front of us.
Right.
And the world wasn't that known with the designers now. So now we value the designers, we value the artworks. Then it wasn't, especially in Cyprus.
And how much does that architecture basis and education that you did have, how much does that play into your design world? I would imagine when you go to builders or big developers, you understand the architecture behind these amazing designs.
I think that is the most important part. So interior design, we are interior architects. Interior design is not only creating the color schemes, not the curtains and the cushions. We actually spend no time. What we create is the spatial areas that you live. The areas that the plan at the beginning is the most important part. How are you going to live in that space? Where are you going to put your kettle? Where is the kitchen? Where are you going to hang out? Where are you going to watch the TV? What do you want the things to be around you? Soft furnishings will come much later. The first stage to be absolutely 100%. You freeze the plan and you start building on it. So the architecture education was everything to me.
Good advice from Dad. Sure, sorry.
Yeah.
So you studied at Buckinghamshire, and then your first job was Camden Town Shops.
There was an architect, Cypriot architect, hold my hand and said, I know you just graduated. I really like what you have done in your graduation piece. Do you want to come and work for me? I said, absolutely. And I was just so lucky. I was extremely lucky. Few families, Indian families, they own a lot of shops on Camden Town, High Street Camden Town. I ended up doing like 9 shops. We were getting everything from Turkey. I was flying to Turkey all the time.
What kind of things was Turkey known for then?
Well, all the shop fitting and also shopping, because everything was much cheaper in there. And I was just going around and doing shopping in Turkey, and I said, I like this, I like this, I like this. They used to get it, and then they realized all the things that I was choosing for them was getting sold imminently.
Oh, so the people in the shop said,
Exactly.
she has an eye.
She has an eye. So not only I was doing the interiors of the shop,
Yeah.
getting all the fixings and everything from Turkey, but I was shopping for them as well, which was amazing experience. It was absolutely amazing. But I didn't know what I was doing.
You just followed your passion and did what you loved.
I just followed my gut feelings. That gut feeling. I just realized what it is the most important thing. You just follow your gut feeling.
Over your head and over your heart.
Sometimes over
even.
your head, yes.
Yeah.
But sometimes you need to balance that. I think it comes with an experience.
Yeah.
It comes with dealing with people a lot, and you get the feeling now. You know,
like
we're
a
in
vibe.
our 40s. You get the feeling, and you can walk away from the jobs, or you know for a fact that sometimes that job is not going to pay you financially. It's going to open the doors for you in the future. That gut feeling. So I had that gut feeling, and I have the eye to detail. So I was just choosing the stuff. And in my first trip, I went in and they gave me a brief. I didn't follow the brief because it was so boring. Let's do something different. They sold everything within 3 days.
Everything that you bought from Turkey.
Everything that I bought from Turkey was sold within 3 days. 72 hours.
Does that still happen to you now? You pick
does.
stuff and then it sells out?
It does. It does. Very random things it does. Like when I'm choosing a fabric for a client, it was 4 or 5 years ago. And I said, I want to do this, but I want to make you a suit with this fabric as well. Like very Chanel-y. Let's go somewhere that we can get that done for you. And then only 8 months later, Burberry chooses the same fabric and they work on that style. I think when you're in this environment, you kind of predict. I don't follow the trends whatsoever.
You're a trend leader.
I set the trends. Exactly.
I can see that.
I cannot follow any trends. You cannot follow the trends when you're creating a home to somebody. It needs to be timeless. So the 5 years later when they wake up, they still see that beauty.
Yeah, you're creating from what isn't yet there. I mean, it's a true definition of creation, isn't it?
Yes.
So after Camden Town, you did that for a few years. You developed all these shops, and then you got a job with a designer.
Henley Interiors.
Lynette Henley Interiors.
Lynette Williams.
And you were there for 2 years. And was that home interior design and house design?
More homes.
So Lynette Henley Interiors. So you worked for her for a couple of years.
Lynette was lovely to me. Absolutely lovely. We had an interview and she said, when can you start? I said, on Monday. I was so in love with Lynette. I still am. I think she was wonderful. She had 7 showrooms, 7 or 8 showrooms. So she took me to Amersham first. She gave me my kind of big break because she really believed in me. Amongst everybody in that company, she was the first one believed in me.
Well,
Really.
she obviously had an eye for talent.
She really did. She invited me to her house. She was talking to me a lot. She was saying, because I can use AutoCAD, I used to do all the programs as well as creating the schemes, as well as doing the sketches. So you will find that some designers cannot do that. On that time, they couldn't anyway. Now everybody does everything. She really saw the talent in me. And I'm forever thankful to her. And
then from there, you got recruited by Oliver Hare International.
Oliver Hare International. I was their design director, interiors, and set up all their trade accounts, brought clients. And we were based in Chelsea Harbour Design Centre. I was based with Lynette as well. Lynette put me to Chelsea Harbour Design Centre because she had an office in here as well, in the design centre.
Okay.
And that's how I got to meet Oliver Hare International. Then I went to Oliver Hare as a design director.
So you were the design director, and it sounds like that was a really pivotal point in your career because something happened there, and you said, right, I'm done now.
When they hear this, they will be like, oh, damn.
I'm now going to do my own thing. Right. So, I mean, it's really...
I think it was wonderful, though, because they have Oliver Hare International gave me, I don't know if they're carrying on still, but they gave me the background because I didn't know if I'm confident enough to go to the world on my own, or am I going to be another couple of years as a design director? I think they have given me that nudge.
Yeah, the confidence to step out.
Because I didn't know if I'm confident enough to go on my own.
Was it that you did so much there and you're like, wait, I'm doing all of this under someone else's name?
That's exactly what happened. So it was my face on it. It was me opening the trade accounts. People were coming to me anyway. So I thought, I'm in the office on my own. I'm getting an assistant for myself. They were wonderful. They said to me, Ozzy, you can do whatever you like. You're in charge. We believe you. We believe in you. Go for it. but they didn't have the eye to creativity. So I was the force behind everything. So I gathered some of my friends. They're still my friends till to this day. Few people around the design center, and one of them is one of my best friend. She said, "But I don't understand, honey. Why aren't you doing this for yourself?" I said, "Well, that's right. I should." And then another friend said to me, "Sweetheart, set up on your own. You will be fine." I called my famous mom and dad. I said, "Mom, Dad, what do I do?" They said, what expenses do you have? You have one mortgage. You can't pay, we will pay. We will support you. What can go wrong? So catastrophic that you're so scared. Wow. Like, what can go wrong? We are 110% behind you. Go now. Do it now. Literally within 3 hours, I set up the company. That was it. Sitting on the staircase, I spoke to my bestie, Angie, one of my other friend, Guido, another friend, and I was like, okay. Spoke to my mom and dad. We said, okay, let's do this. And that was it. That was 16 years ago.
I love your parents.
They're amazing.
I have to interview your parents at some point.
They are amazing.
Got to do a book on parents.
They have a vision. They never wanted me to stay in Cyprus.
Most
Never.
parents want to keep their daughters close.
Most parents, but they showed me and my brother the world. So every summer we used to travel, Far East, States, all Europe, everywhere. They have shown me everything. But do you know what they showed me? The most important thing.
What?
You don't have to live on the same street as us. The world is for you to discover now. Go.
Oh.
Go and explore. Find out. Do your failures. Do your success. But it's all yours. Live. Because they didn't live. Mama had me when she was 23.
It's young.
Young.
But back then, I think all of our mothers had kids so young. And how old was your dad? Are they the same age?
No, Papa is 5 years older than Mom. We grew up with nothing. We didn't have any luxury. My parents worked like there is no tomorrow. They worked.
And your mom was a teacher and your dad was a lawyer.
Exactly.
I love that your parents said, "We will catch you. Go for it. We will catch you."
Exactly. Confidence.
Yeah.
I think when the most important thing in life is to have a very solid family home.
Yeah. But not everyone is that fortunate.
Exactly.
I always say to people, you deserve to get all of your needs met. And no one person will meet all of those needs. Find a whole collection of people who can meet your needs. So if you can't get it from your mom or from your dad, find good friends, partners, colleagues.
Happiness is not that difficult. You can create your happiness. There's so many people that I have met. There's so many families that I have seen broken because there are so many arguments on everything. Where is the consideration? Where is the cooperation? Where is the consistency? In happiness is everything because it gels in your DNA. It really gels. So instead of being argumentative, you say, do you know what? It's fine. You want to go and have pizza tonight? We go and pizza tonight, and tomorrow we go for sushi. For example, not everything has to be a fight. That's the thing. I mean, that doesn't mean that you won't disagree with anybody.
Yeah. It's cold in London right now. I mean, the sun's shining today. Do you ever have those days where you just are like, oh, I just want to stay under this duvet?
Never.
What
Never
gets you out
in
of
my life?
Really?
No. I have so much passion for life.
Can you bottle that?
Meeting you. Yeah, I would love to bottle it and send it to people. Life is so beautiful. I'm never going to be this age again. I'm never going to have this body again. I'm never going to have this mindset again. Do you know how fortunate we are to be in here right now? How fortunate I am to be meeting with you. How fortunate that I have done everything in my life. I built it. So when I get up in the morning, I'm like, let's reset. Let's do a little bit better than yesterday.
Where does that come from? Is it innate? Have you all, as long as you can remember, have you always been like, good morning?
I'm very annoying. You're one of those people. I'm like,
I love it.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
It's like a little puppy.
Yes. Well, my nickname is Puppy.
I see that.
And it takes me a lot to break my wings. But when they do, it's done.
Yeah.
It's finished. I move on though. Yeah. There's no argument, no falling out. You move on. But it does happen. It's fine. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. Most people We get on extremely well and they stay in my life.
I can see that. I mean, you are contagiously, infectiously, like positive. Like you're just like, a little ball of sunshine. Exciting to be around you. I mean, it's just, you give people energy, a little life force.
And I love that.
It's
I think
amazing.
that's my little superpower.
Yeah.
I think that's my superpower.
You definitely
My
have that as a
superpower
superpower.
is that getting people excited about their projects.
Yeah.
So when you bottle that up, not only for your relationships or for your friendships, when you bottle that up for business, I give that confidence to people. And I will like, let's do your home, let's do these offices, let's do your yacht, let's do your private jet.
Yes, so it took me a long time to get here, but so you went through everyone else. You started your own company. That's exactly what you're doing. You're designing super yachts, royal residences,
Yes.
some of the most prestigious properties in the most expensive cities in the world. You have offices in Germany, London, Amsterdam, and Dubai. Tell me how.
It's dominoes. And I think the most important thing, you start with the basics. When the beginning of the podcast, you said to me, architecture, how does it affect your design business? Because you start with basic. You start with spatial design. You start with basic. Basic is, in any business, unless you're behind a computer, any business is with people.
So true.
People open people's doors. You recommend me to someone else. I have been recommended to you by someone else that thought I would be excellent for you. And it snowballs from that. So I couldn't even pay my rent when I first started. And all the credit to the Chelsea Harbour Design Centre. They really helped me. They really, really helped me. And I have been in the design centre for 16 years.
How did they help you? Just by bringing clients in? What did they do for you?
Actually, there is one gentleman there who's a wonderful human being, has helped me in my career. I don't think he realizes how much he has helped me.
Do you want to mention him?
Well, yeah, Anthony Burr. He's quite high up in Chelsea Harbour Design Centre. And he made a mistake when he was writing for my rent agreement. He made a mistake in the numbers.
Oh, so he made a mistake and
He made
it
a
lower
mistake.
To your benefit.
Lower to my benefit.
That was kind.
That was very kind. Design Centre has always believed in me. And again, going back to the basic, that creating that relationship with people, that friendship with people, that they need to know that you're never going to fail them. And fast forward 16 years, you can go to the design center and ask, who is Ozzy? They will literally show you where I am, from the DHL guy who comes and have a coffee with me in my office, to the cleaners, to the director, to all the suppliers. I created a home to myself because I didn't have a home in here. I didn't have family, friends. I have my friends, but I built these friends in here when I came in here.
You created your roots.
I created my own thing. And then you realize when you're going abroad and coming back, you realize all your friends and network is texting you, that support is there. So you feel very secure.
Yeah.
And then you can build from that. You do one good job. There's one referral. My first client was a referral from a contractor. Actually, no, my first client, it's very funny. My first office, before I got an office from the design center, before they made the mistake, with the rent money, a very good friend of mine I said to him, I have nowhere to go. I want to set up my own thing. I have set up the company, but I have no office. I can work on this staircase. I can sit and work on the staircase. I don't care. Somebody's going to recognize me.
Someone will come up the stairs and not take the
Somebody's
elevator.
going to say, are you homeless? You're a designer. Quite similar. But Stuart has given me my first office. He said, well, come to our offices. So I designed some furniture for them. They are still going decorous furniture. He has become one of my best friends. And that was my first office.
He gave you an office?
He gave me an office for free. And he said, come and sit in here. Because I cannot be in here all the time. At least the office is going to be open. The showroom is going to be open. You can help our clients. We can help you to get more jobs. I said, yes, please. So I moved in. A couple of days later, I was doing a massive clear out of my library. I made that showroom a complete craziness. It was books everywhere, fabrics everywhere. So I had to tidy. Took my shoes off, my hair in a big bun, like Marge Simpson. My other nickname, by the way. Marge Simpson, yeah. And I'm just cleaning. You could have mistaken me as a cleaner. I look horrendous. And my first client walked in and she said to me, "Are you a designer?" I said, yes.
How'd you know?
Honestly, I am a designer. Don't look like this, but honestly, I'm a designer. And she said, "Please come to my house." The next day I was in her house, and that was in opposite to Harrods, a penthouse.
Oh.
Sama Khashoggi.
Khashoggi family.
Khashoggi family.
Are they from Saudi Arabia?
Saudi, yes.
Wow. And they have a big network, don't they?
Wonderful to me. That job, I met a contractor called Phelim. He was Irish and literally snowballed.
I mean, you say it's luck. I've always said luck is planning and preparation.
100%.
Yeah. And also energy. Like it's just you have a euphoric, and people who watch this and listen to this are going to hear and feel your energy and your passion. You like have light coming from your eyes. You know, it's so great to be so lit up and loving what you do. And I would typically ask, where does that sort of burning passion come from and how do you maintain it?
I think I found my niche. That's the thing. I think I was so laser focused. Creating doesn't mean you're going to be only interior designer or you're going to be graphic designer. You look at Alexander McQueen. Look at Philip Stark. Look at Zaha Hadid. When you find your laser focused passion, it doesn't matter what it is. My mom is an English teacher, has been for 47 years. She's so successful and she's so famous in Cyprus. You can literally ask on the streets who she is. They will show you where she lives.
Wow.
Because she touches people's hearts, lives, the student lives, and she can see.
She's passionate.
She's very passionate. So you have a couple of options. You can be very standard and ordinary and blend in with 99% of people. Or you can be that 1%. There is an amazing little movie. And in the little movie, it shows caricaturistic humans. They're all grey. They're all grey. They're going to work. They're getting paid. They're going home. They're going to work. They're getting paid. They're going home. And you see this father in grey and his son full of colors. He wants to play saxophone. He goes underneath the trees, he's playing the saxophone, and they say, no, you need to go to school now. And then he's trying to play the saxophone. Everybody says, no, you need to go to school and you need to do your homework. You need to earn money. You need to pay mortgage. You need to pay the car. You need to do this, do that. Then the little boy becomes grey. So it's very easy to get sucked into what life throws at you. Huh?
Your parents' fears. Yeah. I mean, I know I live in Malmesville. The square mile of London has more children under the age of 5, more families with children under the age of 5 than in all of Europe in any other square mile. It's called Nappy Valley.
Really?
Yeah, it's called Nappy Valley because a nappy's a diaper for anyone in America listening. And so I do hear a lot of parents, through the school process, they say to their kids, it's a lot about getting the grades and studying. They get the tutors and get into the right school and la 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 la. And it's interesting that
I think we were very lucky though. In our time, education is superbly important.
Yeah, for sure. No, definitely education's important, but keeping that flicker alive.
Exactly.
And loving, putting your spine into what you do and loving it, keeping that fire going for something.
I mean,
so
I
important.
follow so many programs. I follow so many podcasts. I read a lot. I do finish 4 or 5 books a week.
Readers are leaders. What are you reading now?
I'm reading, it's the discipline of becoming successful, all the small habits and the mindset. It's a very interesting book.
Yeah.
It's a very, very interesting book.
It sounds to me like you could probably write part of that book. I mean, you're very successful.
I soak up everything. That's the thing. I'm like a sponge. From The Secret, the book.
Yeah, I love that book. Yeah.
I love that book. I go back.
Yeah.
Or The Kite Runner. I read again. And Happy Sexy Million, I'm going to read that again. The things that they don't teach you in Harvard, read that. It's amazing.
What are your 3 favorite books? What would you encourage young people and parents, even their parents, to read?
Actually, Happy Sexy Millionaire.
Happy Sexy Millionaire
Yeah.
by Stephen Bartlett. Oh, I haven't read that.
He actually bottled up really well. Bottled up really well.
What do you mean by that? Bottled up really well?
Bottled up meaning you start a journey, you start a company. You don't know how it is gonna go. You don't know if you're gonna make it good. You're in a path. You don't know what's gonna happen. You wanna buy something and you wanna buy the bigger one. Then you wanna buy the bigger car. You wanna buy the bigger house. But when you're in that journey, the most important thing, not to lose the focus. Why did you start this? Because I was passionate about it, because I'm good at it. Not because I want to buy the Range Rover or I want to buy the Rolls Royce. No, my biggest project was in Hyde Park Gardens for a royal family of Oman. It took us 4 or 5 years. It was a huge project. I was the client rep, I was the lead designer, I was the project manager. We were literally sleeping, eating, dying on the site.
Did you do the whole building of all the residences in Hyde Park Gardens?
In the whole, from the planning stage till the end, and it's finished. No problems. Everybody's happy. I even put the candles on. I put the flowers. Everything is finished. And actually, me and my team ended up staying there. So we are testing all the rooms, down to the bed linens.
Oh, you slept there?
We did sleep there. We were testing everything. So I was with my magnifying glass going around and looking at everything. But you are literally not only the mechanical engineering to ACs, to reflected ceiling plans, to walls, to skirting details, to flooring details, the metal details, the joinery details, to the bed linens, to the kitchen designs, to 5 years of non-stop from 5 a.m. in the mornings every day. 5 a.m. wake up. You finish about 7, 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night.
7 days a week?
6 days a week. Oh. Just Sundays I used to pass out. Literally, I couldn't even get up from the sofa.
Yeah.
And commuting, on that time I used to live in Buckinghamshire, commuting an hour and a half. Wow. My team they have been so wonderful that they used to wake up with me at 4:30, 5 o'clock. I couldn't do what I have done, what I have achieved without them. Couldn't have done. With one person cannot achieve all this.
No, you need a team.
You have to have the most amazing team.
Yeah.
So after that 5 years, the project is finished.
Do you have a crash when it finishes?
I had a massive crash.
And so what did you do with that? How did you...
Small depression, I think.
Yeah. No, because I can imagine, they say after weddings you have a crash. You work so hard to build up your wedding day, then you have your wedding day and there's a bit of a crash. Any big, huge project that you put your whole life force into and then it comes to completion, whether it's a success or a failure, both ways, after the fact, you have this adrenaline. I don't know if it's adrenaline or dopamine and serotonin or something, some chemical change, but it feels physical, doesn't it?
It does.
And so
it really does, because when I was doing that project, I was running another 7 projects.
Wow. You're a machine. Where are the batteries?
Exactly. They do call me Duracell Bunny. So, but then I had that big push and we finished everything. And I took my team to Cyprus. We stayed in my house and we had an amazing time. We came back and I said to the team, okay, what is next? What is next? And you feel panic, a little bit panic. It's not about the project. There are plenty of projects you can take.
Yeah.
The complexity of the projects and how quickly you make decisions daily basis. You're running a team of 70 and you're like, go, 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 go. You need to do this, you need to do that. I don't like what you have done in here. No. Rip it out, start again. Oh, we haven't done the reflected ceiling plan on that room. So it's a constant drive. You're going 100 miles an hour.
Do you have the pressure when you do a big project like Hyde Park Gardens and that finishes to get your next bigger thing or equally big thing?
Yes and no. Yes, that would be wonderful. But at the same time, you're so tired from the project that we had to catch up with our sleep. You need to catch up with the world.
Balance, yeah.
Balance. I didn't have any balance. I didn't even know how much loaf of bread was.
That's how long you were in it.
I had no idea how much the shopping would cost from Tesco's or Waitrose. I had no idea.
Yeah, it's gone up in the last 5 years.
Yeah, a little bit. And I think that balance, if I do it all over again, I think I put a huge pressure on my team, on myself, and I would do it slightly different. Now that I'm a little older, I would do it slightly different.
Yeah. So how would you do it differently?
More team members.
Just get more people on the ground.
More people, but when you employ more people, that doesn't necessarily mean you produce more work. My team was so excellent, that we were designing minute by minute everything. So actually my team can confirm that. I swear to God, we finished a huge project in Cyprus, 48 hours. Huge project. 48 hours. Because the team has been with me 13, 14 years.
You work like a machine.
We work like a machine. And it doesn't matter what I say now. They know exactly what I'm thinking. I say to one of my team members, and I was talking to him before I come here, I said, I want to create like a bar where you can sit comfortably. We are doing a yacht project. And he said, I know exactly what you mean. Do you mean this? He pins to me straight away. We gelled together. And I think that's the success.
They know you so well. And you've obviously have the skills to build a good team. You must have do you trust your gut when you're picking people
100%,
and hiring them?
100%.
And would you say they have the same, like what you have in common with them is like passion, the balance of passion and skill? Is it that you look for?
I get up so happy, so energetic. I go for a run, I do the gym and everything. And then I call my team because I tire them a lot. Now I'm aware of that. And I'm a very impatient person. Have you done the Instagram? Have you done this? Have you sent an email? Have you finished the drawing? I don't like that tone. That paint chart. That tone is not the right color. I was such a psychopath that I used to read their email. Not behind their back. No, I'm standing on the top of their head when they're sitting and writing an email. And I was like, I wouldn't write that. I would change that. But they know me now. They know me so well. So they don't misunderstand me. This is who I am. I come with the pros and cons. Yeah. Pros are, yes, I can give the whole energy and everything. But I do have a very specific DNA. If you don't have that very specific DNA, I don't think you can achieve much. My mind goes 150 miles an hour.
Achieve much in anything or achieve much in design and working on your team?
I think achieve much meaning...
Hi, I'm Jennifer Devine, and you're listening to the Successfou podcast. Thank you for joining us. I hope you're liking the show. If you are, can you please help us out by letting us know? It's really simple. All you have to do is hit the like button. You're welcome to comment. We read every comment. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and you won't miss any future episodes. Thanks for listening. Let's get back to the show.
You can do one project at a time and that's it. Or you can run 15 projects like us and going like headless chicken. But still you can achieve.
So running 15 projects at the same time, like I do multiple things at the same time, but I definitely have ADHD. And I think it helps and that ability to like quickly shift and then be doing the cameras, then the editing, and then the color, and then hiring someone for a little bit of help here and there.
Exactly.
And do you have a bit of that? Do you feel like you have a little bit of maybe ADHD to chop and change? Or is it just supreme genius?
No, actually, so funny you mentioned that because how many years ago they did diagnose me with ADHD. Now it's a very popular...
Yeah, it's fashionable to have ADHD now.
It's fashionable.
But
everybody
back then
has
it was a label, right? It was a bad label.
And on that time, I didn't even know what ADHD meant. I had to Google it. So the doctor said to me, I think you have a little bit of ADHD. And my English wasn't that good on that time. And I was like, I need to write that down. I wrote it down, went home and Googled it. I didn't understand, but all the symptoms were me. They gave me medication. I have never taken it.
Yeah, good.
No, I have never taken it. I found to channel my that headless chicken, go, 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 through my company, through the sports, through reading, through art. So I need to channel it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I can't sleep.
So you've learned how to work with it to make it work for you.
Exactly. And I think that's my superpower.
Yeah.
That is superpower. That's what sets me different than others. And instead of going against it, it's a massive advantage to me. I work with it.
What would you say to other people who are diagnosed with ADHD or HD? There's so many different acronyms around that.
I don't even know
Yeah.
really how many there are. And like you said, it's so fashionable at the moment. I think, first of all, it's very important to separate the people with ADHD, really, with the fashionable saying, oh, I think I have a little bit ADHD. But to channel it, to find this is your superpower. You have ADHD, you have ADD. That is your superpower. Then find the channels that you can work with it instead of work against it. I believe in finding your natural ways of channeling this ADHD, whether it is the sports or some people might get much worse drinking too much coffee or having the alcohol, or you need to find your own path.
Yeah.
But either you're going to find your path and work with it, and the moment that you do that, sky is the limit.
Good advice. Earlier you mentioned that it's rare, but when it happens, when people break your wings, you just do what? Tell me more about a time when someone really snipped your wings or, energetically suffocated you. What do you do with that? Because I feel like there's a template of success in that, how successful people overcome obstacles. What do you decide in your head? How do you protect your energy? Tell me about a time.
Boundaries are very important. There's personal boundaries. Boundaries are very important. I am such a giver. It can be a massive advantage. It can be a massive disadvantage as well. I'm a giver. I want to open up my home to everybody. I want to have a good time. I'm not saying I'm a party person. It's not like I want to have party every day, but I want my home to be full of happiness. I want my company to be full of happiness. One occasion, when we were doing that very, very big project, one bad supplier, I would say bad, because they're gone now anyway, they have gone bankrupt. They were doing stuff that I never thought somebody was capable of doing it.
Give me an example.
Trying to damage the project, trying to damage the reputation, trying to damage. And I didn't understand why. I employ you. I'm giving you an opportunity, an amazing opportunity in here to prove yourself. In this project, we're not brain surgeons. We're not in charge of human lives. Let's have an amazing journey together, get together to execute the most beautiful masterpiece. So why to go through an extent of recordings, cameras? He even employed people to break in
to the project while it's being developed. With the intent of, what do you think he was after?
What he was after was my status, my position.
So he wants to take it all over.
Yeah. Aussie has failed. We have saved you. So that he can be in charge.
That must have broke your heart.
It broke my heart because I just didn't understand why. Because I don't understand these things. I don't get it. I don't have agendas. If I had agendas, I wouldn't be in here because I think people wouldn't have recommended me. Agendas and money, it's so ridiculous for some people that they thrive on it. They thrive. So if I do this for you, you will owe me a favor one day and I can use you. Jesus Christ, we're on this path together. We're all in this earth together to do one thing. Let's live nicely. Let's help each other.
Yeah.
It's not a rocket science. It doesn't take people for centuries to write books, The Secret, and so many other books to say, be nice. Even all the religions. One of my clients, my client who has become my best friend, these clients have taught me so much. I have been with them for 14, 15 years. In my worst days, I have gone and stayed in their house. The house that I built, I have done. I stayed, and they used to feed me food. I will never forget, they have remained my best friends. She said to me, all God is one God. So I don't care if you're Muslim, Hindu, whatever you are. It doesn't matter. All God is one God. All religions say to you, be nice. So going back to that breaking my wings, I didn't understand why he was doing it. Outside the site one day, I was on a call with somebody and my car was facing the site. I could see somebody is breaking in.
To your car?
No, to the site. We had golden ceilings, original ceilings. It was grade 2 listed. I literally rushed to the scaffolding with my high heels. I was going to go out. I pulled him down. I sat on him, took my heels off, started beating the guy. When the neighbors were calling the police came and said, Ozzy, you can't do this. But I said, he's trying to break in.
Oh my gosh, you were so lucky that you're tough.
I'm very tough. I have many stories about that as well, by the way. But I do take my earrings off straight away. I don't know why. I take the earrings off straight away and I go in. So I said to him, you're not going to break into my site. What are you doing? I'm not going to deal with squatters or anything. No, it's not going to happen.
Wow.
Not under my supervision.
During that time, was that someone on the team of this guy who you brought in who was trying to take the whole thing over?
Yes. So you wake up to their reality and you don't understand what is happening. And I was like, I gave you a massive chance in here. Okay, no problem. Out. They tried to get in touch with me again so many times. Fast forward 5 years, they still did. They still do.
When are they going to take the hint that, they're not getting a second chance?
They know deep down that they messed up.
Well, that's bigger than a mess up. That's a whole character, flaw and integrity issue. And
exactly. So
can
I
people
have no
really
time for
change
that?
that?
So I don't care. You want to apologize? Okay, I accept your apology. Let's move on. You go and live in Honolulu. I will live in London.
I'm exactly the
same. Go
same.
and live in as far away as you can possibly go, please.
Yeah. When people show me who they are, especially if they've been really close to me or I've trusted them, I'm the same. Heartbreak for a minute, and then it's like, okay, I'm really done now. I don't harbor bad feelings, but I'm not going to waste any energy on this. But I'll never give you a second chance to do that twice.
No.
Yeah.
What did we achieve? Heartbreak. Friendship finished. You didn't earn any more money. Someone else did. And someone else actually owned up what we have done. Meaning, what did we achieve with that exercise? I still fail to see any good outcome.
So that's what you do with it. You hurt for a second, confused by it.
Yes.
And then you shut the door on it and draw a line in the sand.
Draw the line and go back, reset yourself every day. Every day is a new day. It's a new page.
How do you recharge? When you are flattened by something like that, you just feel depleted. It takes your energy, your life force. How do you recharge?
I make a lot of lists. I write a lot.
Are you a manifester?
Massively. I read the first secret book, I think nearly 20 years ago. And I did exactly what it said. I did it. It did happen.
Yes. No, I'm a big manifester myself.
You attract.
Yeah.
So if I'm very sad and I'm crying all the time, I'm going to make everybody around me depressed. I'm going to make you depressed. I'm going to make the cat depressed, our Georgie. But if I'm happy, literally you attract.
Like attracts like.
And you create your own luck with it as well. So I'm not saying you manifest and you don't do anything.
Yeah.
No. You need to work. Let's put the sleeves up. Let's get to work. You work. You don't look left. You don't look right. You look to your path. You don't compare yourself with others. You work. This is your path. My DNA is different than yours. So I have my own thing going on. Whether I'm married, divorced, have kids. I don't have kids. I have dogs. I don't have dogs. I have a company. I don't have company. It doesn't matter. You are on your own path. You are the CEO of your own destiny. You're the director of your own path. You're going to turn left. You're going to turn right. You're going to go straight. You need to be aware of, if you turn left, what are the consequences? If the consequences is not in line with your vision, go straight. If right is not for you, don't do anything. Stay where you are and work hard.
Great advice.
So let's get busy. Put the sleeves up. Let's get busy. Be creative. How can I create business? I just finished the uni. What can I do? I would come to Design Center. I would print out my CV. I would say, I would come to your company for free for 2 weeks. Can you please try me out? I will make tea. I will make coffee. I will clean. Literally, that's what I would have done.
That's what I would do.
Exactly. I would print out leaflets. I would set up a little website for myself. Setting up a little company costs you nothing. I would go and knock everybody's door. I would go and speak to the concierge. I would go and speak to people. I would listen to podcasts. I would make notes. I would put myself out there. I will get myself included to all the competitions. I will work. I will work even on an imaginary projects. So you don't have to work in a project that you don't have.
Yeah.
Okay. Find a project, find a home, even if it is your own home. Do your sketches, do your renderings, do your creativity. Creativity is all around you. This chair that we sit, somebody designed it, didn't it? And you bought it.
Yep.
As simple as that. Get busy with sketching. Then take your portfolio and go door by door.
Yeah, get yourself out there.
Get yourself out there.
Good advice. So a question I like to ask people is, if you could give your younger self advice at the age when Aussie was just starting her business, or earlier, you choose the time, what advice would you give her?
It's a very hard one, actually. Because the journey that we have been on, I have been on, I would do it all over again. Even with the failures define the success anyway. How do you define success if you don't know the other side of the card? If you don't know the other side of the coin? So I have struggled a lot, but I made it as well. I got my name out there. I wish I had done it sooner. Because the sooner that you start, the better you will get over the years. When you're young, you don't have a family, you don't have kids, you don't have dogs,
Yeah.
you don't have mortgage. You have nothing to lose. You go for it. You go for it in a way that you work not 24 hours a day, 30 hours a day. Because you don't have anything to lose. Like my parents said, what can you lose? Well, you can't pay your mortgage, because I did have a mortgage on that time. We will pay. For the people that don't have that luxury, and I do realize it's a luxury, you're renting, okay, then get yourself a solid work so that you can work part-time, you can pay your rent, or move in with your mom and dad again. To build that blocks. It's all about building the blocks.
Yeah.
So that you can create a very stable structure.
Yeah.
So if you say to me, we are closing the interior design business today, tomorrow what are you going to do? I'll set up another business. Because I'm relentless. I'm resilient. I'm hardworking. I am optimistic. And I want to help everybody around me. It's not about the interior design business. It is, we are sharing this life together. I can call everybody, all that family and friends, the support group that I have created over the years. Guys, I need more jobs. Guys, I have decided to be a cleaner today. But I'll be the best cleaner. I'll be the best cleaner. I will make a lot of money.
Oh, I love that.
Because it doesn't matter what you do. If you find your passion and you decide, I think the problem with people is they don't decide 110%. It's 50-50. If it happens, it's okay. If it doesn't happen, it's okay. No, go for it.
Yeah.
110%. Give your everything. Because when you give your everything and you put in this soup, we're making a soup. You're giving everything. You put your passion, you put your resilience, you put the time that you're spending, is equal to success. You're going to be out there. You're going to be recognized. You are going to get the money that you need. You will get paid for it. Be honest, be confident, don't lie, don't cheat, deliver. That is
Simple.
very simple, actually. And be likable.
So what's next for Oz Designs?
We have some big projects on the pipeline, so we're working on that. But I would like to work on more sustainability. I know everybody's talking about the sustainability. So I'm going to wait till I get the products out there. The sustainability products we are working on, the projects we are carrying on. And I think I have found a happy balance now between home and life and business, because my business is 24/7.
Yeah, how do you balance that with your personal life, your family, your dogs? How do you balance your 24/7 big career with your personal happiness in your relationships with the people in your life that you love who aren't involved in your business?
I think it's very important that for people to acknowledge that I am 24/7. Because on a Sunday morning, you're reading a little newspaper. I see something that I really like. It was FT, Financial Times. That was last year. We were doing a very big project in Morocco. And I wasn't liking we have done an amazing job. That was a royal family. But I wanted a bit more colors. And in FT, there was one photo of an old living room. It was quite a light orange with dark navy blue. I liked it. It was like a salmon color. I liked it. Literally on that day, I had to set up that scheme. That day has to happen because it's in my head now. I know exactly how it is going to look. And at the end, the client loved it. That room, particularly that room, just turned out to be unbelievable. And that's, again, going back to the layers that we have been discussing. The layer, actually, where Zaha Hadid said to me, build up your library. That's that layer. So you build your library, you take a photo, you create your own environment, your own room, the studio, and then you can build. And then you can execute. But for me, it's 24/7. So I think it's very important for people to recognize that. You're a designer. You're not a doctor or lawyer, or your job is done.
Yeah,
Because
you're an artist, so
you're an artist.
never
Your
leaves
brain
you.
is working literally 20 hours a day. You're soaking up. And the most important thing is, for me, I never like what I have done and finished. I want to do it again. Even if I finished at 2 o'clock this afternoon, 4 o'clock, I will rip out and start again.
Why is that?
But I don't know. I never like
Do
what I finished.
Do you meditate? Or do yoga?
I got chucked out of yoga classes 3 times. Actually, the lady has asked me to leave the yoga class because I start giggling. And because I start giggling a lot. And when I start giggling a lot, people next to me start giggling. And then I can't hold the position. When I can't hold the position, when I laugh so hard, I don't have any power left. I don't have anything left. I am just giggling on the floor. The tears are coming down. So they chuck me out.
That is hilarious. I've heard of people not being able to get into yoga class because they came too late. I've been to a lot of yoga classes. No one's ever been shut.
I think there was an unfortunate event one day because, when you're doing yoga, you're doing your
pose and
poses
breathe
and everything. The gentleman in front of me had a little accident.
Okay.
I started laughing uncontrollably. It was so bad. It was so embarrassing. I couldn't stop it. There is no way I could have stopped it. So I was laughing. The tears are coming down, and I think 11 minutes later, the teacher said, Ozzy, I think you need to leave. So I think so too.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
So I can't do yoga. No.
Yeah, okay, no yoga. Do you sit and meditate?
No.
You know, it's funny because you have so much energy, and I feel like I have a lot of energy too, but I have to sit and meditate occasionally just to kind of recharge and have my calm and my quiet space.
I don't know how to meditate. I tried a couple of times breathing exercises. I literally had to have a pen and paper. And I was breathing. It says, deep inhale, exhale. Oh, I didn't send that email, did I? Okay. Email that person. Okay. Mm-hmm.
When does your brain turn off? When do your thoughts ever stop and just quiet? Are you always thinking design and creation?
I'm always thinking. I am thinking too much thinking going on. Because I'm thinking, oh, have I done that in Cyprus? Oh, in London I didn't reply back to that person. Did I reply to that person? And literally there was one quote, I think everybody will remember this. It says, I have 26 tabs open, 3 of them are frozen, and where is the music coming from? So that's me. So I have 150 tabs are open. There is a music going, like Pavarotti and I don't know, Queens at the same time. And yeah.
It's incredible. But you did tell me prior to this interview that you love the ocean. You love the water. You love being by the sea.
I have to be by the sea.
When you're by the sea, do you find your thoughts calm? And your voice quiets? Is that maybe why you love the sea so much?
Actually, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
What's your favorite color?
Navy blue.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Navy
good. I'm
blue.
glad I'm wearing your favorite color.
I would put navy blue with yellow.
Oh, I would too.
Navy blue with grey. Navy blue with red.
Oh, you could probably pull those things off better than I
could. Navy blue and grey. Navy blue and white. So I play with navy blue. It's my papa's. No, papa's is dark green. Sorry. But ocean, June.
Yeah.
I'm a Cypriot. I grew up on the beach. The sun, the sea, the calmness. I love the mountains as well. I absolutely love the mountains, but the sea.
Do you ski?
No. I tried a few times. It went horribly wrong.
Like yoga?
Horribly wrong. What are those boots about?
And that's why I don't ski. I snowboard. You have soft, comfortable boots. I can't ski, but I snowboard. Snowboarding's so much easier.
Is it?
Yes, it's like
Okay, I'm gonna
surfing.
try
It's like surfing on a mountain.
Oh, surfing. I love surfing.
Yeah, me too.
But
you would love snowboarding.
Those boots.
Oh,
I think they
hideous.
gave me, in my first experience, they gave me the wrong boots as well. But this is so funny. I have to tell you this story.
Tell me the story.
I have never skied in my life. So we go skiing and I don't know, the gondolas, if you take
Gondola?
gondola, you go to the wrong town. I didn't know that.
Yeah, you couldn't go to the wrong place. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that. Nobody told me. I have never skied. I'm a Cypriot, very simple woman, grow up on the beach. Some of the things I'm quite unaware, yeah? And then these razors on my feet. The razors on my feet. I can't even find my balance with these heels, yet alone with the razors. Yeah. And why all the toilets are tiles? Please, why? Why? I was walking like I'm doing a little ballet. It's just like... So I got a couple of lessons and my teacher was saying to me, Ozzy, according to what we have done yesterday, can you ski down this slope? I said, absolutely no. I'm going to end up in that bushes. No. No. So he has taken me to the 3-year-olds. 3-year-olds. They have a carpet.
Oh, the magic carpet.
The magic carpet.
The bunny hill.
Even I fell on the carpet. The 3-year-olds are getting onto the carpet.
Looking at you as an adult thinking, oh, she could help me.
I couldn't get onto the carpet. I don't know why. I fell backward. It was a disaster.
Oh, no.
And then, the same day it is all happening, I took the wrong gondola to the wrong place. People are calling me, where are you?
In another country.
I think it's a different town now. I'm sure we didn't go up from here. So, I'm gonna hit the bar in here.
Because in the Alps, people don't realize this unless they ski in the Alps. You can end up in another country. You can start in Switzerland and end up in, Italy.
Why
or
nobody
France.
told me that before?
Yeah.
What? Why? Like, why nobody told me that before?
That's funny.
And no, skiing, it's horrible.
You should have got on a stone. Was it the Norwegian who took you skiing?
Yes.
Yes, because the Norwegians are the best skiers in the worst conditions even. Freezing cold.
Yeah, but you take the Norwegians to a hot country, they melt.
Yeah.
This is so hot. I'm freezing. In April for us in Cyprus, it's
cold.
still cold.
Yeah.
Like 22 degrees. It's cold. We're used to 40 degrees. Then we
Yes.
go to the beach.
Yeah.
He was swimming. And I was like, what is this? I am literally sitting with my jumper on.
That's like
having a
Norwegian
cup of
summer
tea.
for him.
No, thank you. I do not like skiing. I do like hot weather. Hot.
Yes, the warm weather. And I thought this was so good.
We had so much fun.
I know, I had so much fun. Thank you so much for your time. I feel so blessed to be in your presence, in awe of your designs.
Oh, thank you.
I wish I had even what's in your pinky finger for, art, creative, artistic expression.
You have something.
Now I can see amazing things and go, wow, that's beautiful.
You have something.
But I can't then recreate it.
But honey, the amount of houses, the amount of palaces I have been in, and what I have seen, you definitely have something. You do. You just don't know.
Yeah, well, I don't think in this lifetime we'll be able to unravel that. But thank God for people like you who are here so I can be inspired
You're
by
so
the
sweet.
work that you've done and
You're
see
so
it.
sweet.
And thank you so much. I think this is going to be a really great interview for anyone interested in
I
design.
think we covered everything.
I think so. It was so good. It was so great. I loved it.
Yeah?
Thank you. Yes. Perfect. It's a wrap.
Yay!
Thank you so much. Do you want a chocolate?
No!
I've kept you here so long.
No, it's fine. It's fine, don't worry.